Hey look, we're back. To this place, yet again. Because the video last video was getting a bit long, so I decided to just start a new video here. This should be the final video though.
Nice place,
isn't it?
I think I can
Offers
do
a
everything
lovely
else
view
in
of the
the
valley.
next video.
On a clear day, you can see the outlines of done time.
This video. So we've done this before, but this time we have her.
Is it though? A ruin like any other,
Oh crap,
I think.
I think I...
So sensitive.
I hid the subtitles.
So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
I can't see my words. Shit. Can't see my words.
Let's get ready. Detlef will be here any moment now.
Because I had to press the home button which hides the interface. Because that's the recording button. Yay. So I have to basically hope I can get... sucks. Wait for him to show up, get into the fight, pause the video.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detlef, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
By the way, that's why we gave her the ribbon.
What? But how?
Have fun redoing all that.
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
Now then, let's fight again. Take two. Now then, we will be right back. Holy crap, I just looked at the previous video. It's like an hour and 30. Ugh. Oh, that's gonna be fun to upload, I'm sure. We spent way too long in the frickin' realm of the land of the thousand fables. So anyway, we are back to this because now I have my HUD and subtitles so I can see what's going on. Time to do this again. Now that I've had practice.
I want you just for us! You tricked me! Both of you!
Face me. We're getting annoyed because we're flying.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
By the way, those bats will completely wreck your shit. They almost wreck my shit. I was like, yeah. Still got me on that pick though. Ow, that didn't work. This way over abomination thing.
Stop me. Prepare to die, Witcher!
That's right.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist.
be killed by higher vampires. Now then, where we were last time. 2 weeks later. Oh, so loading. All the loading. Like, I need to finish this game. I have other stuff to do. I'm going for like 4 or 5 hours straight.
My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices.
Thanks, P.O.
But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though. Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Tradition.
A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else, which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience?
Count on it.
Reminds me.
Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Sienna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter
Can you
now.
place it?
Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Sienna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
So here's the thing. You could say no point investigating further, but that's how you get the bad ending.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
Well, there you go.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
So yeah, we should definitely go.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Yeah. Cause it's like, yeah, you could just, oh well, if the thing's done, we could just head there. But no. That's how you get the bad ending. To get the good ending, you have to investigate all the leads. Because I'm pretty sure you all know by now who the fifth victim would have been. Lack of compassion.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots,
those are
clean
good
soles.
fancy shoes.
A fine slogan.
How's business after
How's
I
business?
invested, you
Well
know?
enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Well, there you go.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Well,
Thanks,
there you
kid.
go.
For your trouble. We must visit the shelter.
Oh god,
Look around inside.
I'm overburdened. Because we are wearing the fancy stuff. Down I shelf all this stuff in my inventory. Jeez.
places, I coughs back.
Oh, not like we can just offload it.
Hey! Don't you step on me!
Remember, this is all optional, but we should do it, regardless.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk, but... You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
You're gonna get
Gentlemen,
my duplicate.
calm, please. Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves?
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his
Why
own.
is everyone so stupid? We're gonna punch you.
I lent you coin.
You beat me up. Now get my duplicate all dirty with a fist. Now then.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
Yeah.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Yeah, it's not like I have a former ceremony to go to. But okay,
Sure, all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
Yeah, it's not like we have, a farm or ceremony to go to or anything. Getting my frickin'... Oh yeah, we'll just go away here for a few hours. The Duchess is probably pissed.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
I need that letter.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. This man helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Thank you. It's obvious who it says, isn't it?
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Of course. Should be obvious.
Oh, well. I must say, even I did not expect this.
It was obvious.
This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now?
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Well, there you go.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
Well, there you go.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. So, meet up once it's over? Assuming you'd rather not see Siana again.
You assume correctly. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise Longue, with a hot mug of mandrake brew to keep me company.
So now then, time to go sell more stuff.
Let me live.
Cause you gotta go talk to Damien. Oh god. This is gonna take a while. Oh wait, no it isn't. So all I really have to do is go find something to drop. I got all this stuff I could drop. Well, that helped. I can run. Huzzah. So this here's a simple thing. We have to go
Come on.
talk to her.
Who's next?
Let's see. can I just teleport over them? That would be great. Remember, we don't want to talk to Damien, though. Because we have to talk to her before we do this. It's sort of important. By the way, we've been there before.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems she was planning your Duquesse's assassination.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
So we've been here before, technically.
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
See.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you, and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Don't know. But you could just ask her instead of sending monsters after her.
There's nothing she could say to change what she did to me, to justify it.
Maybe. But there's nothing out there to justify what you did to her and all Toussaint. Yet Anna Henrietta hasn't given up on you.
I mean, there you go.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you?
Because I know what would happen if I didn't do
with
this.
all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
If you didn't try to resolve this peacefully, she does kill Anna Henrietta. Spoilers. Well, that's sort to be expected, I mean. Oh yeah, we could just went, oh well. We're just going to ignore it all and...
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Want to see him too.
I've been keeping him waiting for practically most of the day, so... We're gonna get tea in Meadows. Oh, hi. How are you?
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Ooh, your face doesn't look that great.
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Syanna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
If you tried anything and you didn't do that, you probably died. And it had been fine, but yeah. There's lots of ways it's gonna end badly. If you didn't, investigate all the leads and try to resolve this peacefully. I mean, we did want a happy ending.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
Wait, how does that work?
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Yes, vampires.
Thank you, your enlightened
my
highness.
Warehouse, and they've set fire. I didn't set fire.
Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Huzzah.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire.
Huzzah.
May the symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
You know, I was such if that wine was poisoned.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than
5,000
a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
Well, isn't that nice?
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Well, here's the thing.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Dettlaff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
I don't understand the naming. She's Anna Henrietta, but she's Syria Anna? Won't be Syria Henrietta? I don't understand the naming. Unless she doesn't have a dagger behind her back. At least I didn't notice one.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Dettlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Yeah. Obvious choice is obvious.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister? The day they banished me from the palace. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish platters, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment. It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
Well, there you go.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
See? Happy endings. I was concerned, The first time I saw this, I was like, oh god. You're gonna hug her and she's gonna slit your throat. But no. We pulled it off. We got the happy ending, everyone. Huzzah. Jeez, I've been recording for way too long, though. But the thing is, this here is the last video. Which means I don't have to record this anymore, which is both a good thing and a sad thing. I mean, it's a good thing because I've been doing this for like over half a year now. And it's gonna take practically longer still to upload all this.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony, it was short.
And no one died.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early.
Somehow,
the others are probably just getting started.
Someone who planned all those murders.
In this quaint realm.
Don't know how that works.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips.
Yeah, true. I have a vineyard here.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Fine, sure.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Well, there you go.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
One final quest. Also optional.
This move.
Yeah, you should probably put those on. Where are they? Maybe they're under quest items. And there's my thing. No, I want that too.
It makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Not really. Ooh, dead body. Ooh, shiny stuff. Oh great, now I weigh too much again. Great. Super. Ooh, Andrew. I've been too far away. Oh, there's one. Ages, where are you?
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
Apparently you went this way.
Damn it, where'd you go?
Nice if I could move faster. I have way too much stuff weighing me down.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
That's not good.
I did what I had to do!
Help Regis. I don't think we need help Regis.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
Probably not.
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you in your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Go to cafe or something.
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day. Or maybe I'll just stick to the path, go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which of course brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
I honestly don't really know what happened, though.
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Just venture north.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
Hey, look,
so we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
Indeed we do.
That we do.
I mean, it's been a long game. Hasn't it, Geralt? As he looks straight at me. So, that was The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Oh, boy, where did it begin? Dedicated thanks, of course, to CD Projekt Red. I didn't think I'd ever actually let's play this just because of how long it is. I mean, holy crap. If you remember The Witcher 2, I never did finish that. It's like I started and then just... I came from Witcher 1.
I'd love to go home.
Yeah, I came from Witcher 1 to Witcher 2, and oh boy, it's like going from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2. It's just... it's unsettling. Go home. Especially these don't even weigh that much. Need to drop some more stuff. Got way too much stuff here. Okay, I also want my freaking gloves back on. Whoops. Yeah, I almost forgot one thing. Oh, come on, where is it? There it is. Almost forgot one thing. So now then, need to go home and check on that stuff. I mean, we got all that wine, whatever Bree just left me. Oh god, the frames. So... where is this wine? You told me that was supposed to be wine, hell. That's not wine. That's not wine. That's not wine. That's not wine. Oh yeah, and we'll give you the fancy wine reserved for the ducal table. Where is it? So that's my alchemy stuff. Like, I would assume it would have been over here, but that's just my white wolf, so... hell if I know. Oh well, we tried. So what's up,
Master
Phoebe?
Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Well, obviously I should investigate now, shouldn't I?
Triss?
Hi, Triss.
In the flesh.
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Yeah.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love.
This, of course, depends on the choices you made in the first. The regular Witcher 3. Cause basically, if you pet Triss, Triss shows up. If you pet Jennifer, Jennifer shows up. If you ended up with neither of them, Ciri shows up. Well, that depends. I'm not sure if she shows up if she's the Empress. Like basically if she ends up as just a Witcher, she shows up. But maybe she does show up? I don't even know. But anyway, I like this outcome.
How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri's saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work. For the good of the kingdom.
Huzzah. For the good
Sometimes
of
I
the
think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
I did sort of finish my business, hell. So how you like my vineyard?
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Ugh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait.
Those pheasants, I should say. Oop, then, oh god, what? And they're back. Oop, and they're resetting. Pheasants are worrying me.
How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. Hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Wait, what?
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
So want me to show you around?
This is your first time in Toussaint, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
I wouldn't worry about that.
So?
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Now to go investigate.
Just a moment.
Which we never come back, sadly. So now then. Pheasant. Have a nice vineyard.
Bread adds a spring to your step.
Checked off the list. I was gonna say, what is all this? I think this is Trish's stuff she brought with her. So how long is she actually gonna stay? Who knows? Well,
I thank you for letting me stay.
We said you could leave when you want to,
later.
but nope.
Take care.
Dialogue doesn't change. Oh, she brought a lot of stuff. Just stacked it all over the bloody place. There's a Regis. Also, mutant generator. Also, Banner Hero. Anyway, dear God, if you're reading these words, it means I'm already far beyond the borders that you thought, and you found my mutant generator. Of course, you made up the sensor however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste, better reflecting its function. Well, I have no doubt you know which one the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I've been working on this device in my spare time, but now it's finished, and I'm convinced, as convinced as the inventor can be before its invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. If you're surely wondering what function it is meant to serve, as the name indicates, the mutagen generates mutagens, operates by absorbing electromagical energy waves from the bodies, in this case, the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill. When it's absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount of the mutagen, changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you will make good use of. I don't think I've ever really ended up using it because, well, this is the end of the game. There's not really much for me to go murder. As you surely understand, and I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of ability for you to dread this operation, which mutagen emerges as a result, meaning chance would decide if it's green, red, or blue mutagen chance, yet I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. So trust you should find my gift useful. Your daily devoted friend, email, Regis, Ralak, Teziv, Godlefry. Yes, you may be wondering why I decided to toss me into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out modestly. Leave or not, take care, O goat. And then my guest serve you well. Ha, za. Well, that's nice of him. Now then, to offload some of this crap. Now, for some reason, that one counts in that, and not actually the, well, never mind. They're no longer counted as quest items. Oh well. Should put this up on display, but oh well. So where's my frickin' Sangaro? You said I was gonna get that, and then I don't have it. That makes me sad. Baby, where's the Sangaro?
How might I be of service, sir?
Sad face.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Wait, what happened to the table? But... The table's gone. I was gonna say, I assume this is where... Well, I was gonna say where Trish would be staying, but... Not quite sure. Might just be staying in my room, now that I think about. Speaking of that... To say if I wait to like... Would she still just be out there saying? Of course she doesn't show up here. That'd be too convenient. Wait, can I rub it? No, you can only take it. Oh well. Ah, she's still just saying, you know.
Yes, Geralt?
Hi. Apparently nothing new.
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
And there's a mother at end of both Siri and maybe Yennefer and well, maybe not Yennefer, she has a different thing point though. That would end over everyone here. But oh well. So yeah. Welcome to the end of Witcher 3. Sadly there's not really much to do at the end game since we did all the quest. I'm still bothered by the fact that I didn't see anything grow anyway. It's like, you guys said I'd get Sangreal. But I don't see any. That bothers me. I've flipped all over. Oh well. Wow, I have a Chateau Montfermeil. Wow, that is. Ah, well. So anyway, I have to figure out something else to do now that this is done, finally. Hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all. Wait, Triss is actually going places. She finally left the couch. I guess she's finally decided to go to sleep. I mean, it is like almost midnight. I'm not sure I'd consider that sleeping, though. It would be nice if there was accuracy because of this. But no, there isn't. Jess.
Well? Well?
So now she's just gonna go back out there instead? BB, why don't I have no sangro? Yep, she's just gonna go back over.
Wine is better than stew. For stew you have to chew.
Cause she lied to her though.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any?
Oh, I forgot. Hey, look, more White Wolf. No sangria step. Oh, that's irritating. Anyway, I forgot something.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's
totally
heard
forgot
of our
something.
wines?
That's the very good
You
even
sure
longer
showed
than
our
it should be.
lunkheads how to maintain water.
We totally forgot to go back to the power crowds and investigate things. Because there's one thing that does bother me. It's like, hey, we could play things. Maybe we could go back and visit the Duchess and her sister and see how they're doing. Yeah, about that. Well, let's investigate, shall we? It's like, shouldn't there be people around?
Patrolling on an empty street.
And there she is.
Dreadful.
Hi.
Yes, Geralt?
Wanted to talk. That is, if it's no bother, Your Grace.
Why ever would it be? I'm listening. What is it?
Don't mean to pry, Your Grace, but curious how you met Dandelion. Mind telling me about it? So long as it's not a sensitive subject, that is.
Oh, ancient history. My father announced a grand tourney. Julian was invited. He was to compose a song about a valorous struggle in the arena. What he wrote was the most beautiful love ballad I had ever heard. Papa was furious, refused to pay him.
Ballad. About you?
Not overtly. I was married to Raymond at the time, after all.
I get it.
Well, there you go.
Thanks for sparing the time, Your Grace.
Duty calls.
You got it.
Maybe.
I understand. Understand and approve.
I have no idea where
Greetings,
is...
Switcher. Remember, you are in Beauclair, an orderly city.
I don't even know if she even exists, technically, in this plane. It's like, where did she go? I can't find her. Serious. Just like, she's no longer here. We could go to that tower, but I don't think she's there either.
I never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard. I've worked up quite the appetite.
How is there someone else I was looking for? They're here somewhere, I just have to figure out where. Don't want to take too long because, you know, the video is already longer than I would have liked. I have stuff to be doing, but sure investigate for a while. That's going off the beaten path. Here we go. Over here. I was like, there's even a crest symbol here.
I'm not at all fond of that chain you wear. It clashes horribly with my dress.
But it's my dynastic crest.
I don't like it.
Very well, darling. I shall put it away.
Hi, guys.
Greetings, Witcher.
You're well? Everything seem in order?
We are, and it is. I thank you again, Geralt.
Noticed any changes? Anything strange on your body? Troubling symptoms?
How shall I put this? I've grown some feathers. Well, down, to be precise.
Whereabouts?
Why mention it? It's such a minor problem.
Personally, I like it.
These guns are forever out there. Gotcha. Good luck.
Well, take care, you two. Lovebirds.
Ha. Well, that sums up that. And it's like, yeah, I have no idea where's what. So where's the door at? It's like down here somewhere. I will.
Ah, Lippioda's lacerations. My son.
It's like the only place I could think she might be would be a wait, burnt bread. It's like I haven't ever seen burnt bread before.
Boor.
Oh, that went way.
It flows in the veins of Toussaint.
So yeah, the only place I could think she might be would be uphill. But then you come uphill.
Heron, that I shall never.
And it's like she's not even hill.
Rose, however,
So it's like whatever happened to her.
Damn it! Watch where you step, fool.
And you come out here and yep, she's not here either. It's like they basically just decided that, well, she no longer exists in the game. Like you think maybe she'd be standing over there with her, but no, she's basically gone. That one requires a key. Where would you even get the key from? I mean, yeah. I have no idea. Oh, well. So, yeah. That was The Witcher 3. Now that I've exhausted practically everything, I have no idea if Syria even exists in the game after that. All of that. Syria, whatever her name was. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.